All right, welcome back, Bowling World fans. Today we are going to be looking at the new Radical Double Cross. So the Radical Double Cross is the most controversial bowling balls that Radical has ever made. Why? It's a urethane ball. We've never ever thought that Radical would come out with a urethane ball. It's something that Mopinel was never a big fan of. He was always a big fan of doing the short pin layouts on those solid type bowling balls to be able to get them to be earlier and smoother. But after all these years, we finally see a pearl urethane bowling ball in the Radical bowling ball line. Now, the layout that we went with on this bowling ball is C by 3.5 by 45. The reason why I did the 3.5-inch pin layout is because it matches one of my purple hammers, and I wanted to be able to have something that kind of bounces from each one of my urethane balls. So I have a black hammer that's laid out the same. I have this double cross, which is a step above it, drilled the same way. I also have a Kentucky purple hammer, and I also have a Brunswick purple hammer that will match the same layout. So let's go ahead with some of the specs of this bowling ball. We have the core, which is the symmetric core with dynamic core, which has a RG of 2.528 and a differential of 0.35. Now, the cover on this bowling ball is the U73 Pearl urethane cover stock. This is also finished off at 500 and 1500 Zaire. It is super dull out of the box. This ball absolutely needs to be thrown a few times before you start throwing it. I've actually been throwing this ball, as of me throwing it for this video, several times over. So I let the ball break in a little bit. Yes, I didn't give you guys the very first look at this ball. I wanted to get used to throwing urethane again. I haven't thrown a urethane ball like this in a while. The purple hammers were a really, really big ball when it came down to a urethane piece. I didn't expect them to hook that much, so I wanted to give this ball a couple weeks of a break-in period. That way, I can actually give you guys my few true review. And it's also one of those things I just don't throw urethane enough. I don't bowl enough tournaments that I need it. I don't bowl on anything hard enough that I need it. And most of the time, I'm just bowling on typical house shot conditions. So these shots that you're seeing is me figuring out a lot of things. I realize I need to play the lanes a lot differently whenever I'm throwing this ball and any urethane ball in that case.
And when I say this, I legitimately don't know how to throw urethane very well. Like, my urethane look is worse than any other lefty two-handed bowler that you've ever seen. Just take a look at this. All right, and with that, let's go ahead and go back to our regular programming.
But this ball is absolutely insane. It rolls really good through the front and middle part of the lane, allowing you to give yourself a lot of space down lane to be able to play with your hand position and your hand release. So if you open up your hand a little bit more and let it go a little bit more softly, it's gonna pick up a lot more because of the fact that it's gonna read more of the lane in the front and middle part of the lane and let the surface do the work at the back end. Now, whenever you need to move in a little bit, you can slow wheel this ball ever so slightly. I did find its limits as I left a few 7 pins, a few 10 pins, if I kept it in too much. So make sure you guys go get this ball today. It just released at bowlingworld.biz. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, and Bowling World fans, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good day. Peace out.